And I will begin by sharing my screen with the slides. So you all remember Roberta Power. She's my colleague, and she's pretty much like the core coordinator of our language training program with Jumpstart. So she will be helping me today with the presentation. Okay. So let me see my slides. I'm gonna open here.
Hi, everybody. I'm Roberta, and I met most of you before. I am a consultant with New Readers Press, and New Readers Press has this digital platform that you are about to start, this online English solution that I really hope is going to help you improve your work opportunities and your economic situation. So today I'm going to review how you activate your account. And then I'm going to show you how you can do your proficiency assessment and your needs analysis along with some examples. Talked a little bit about that before, but I'm going to go into a bit more detail. I'm going to show you, and Alyssa's going to show you how to check out and actually navigate your courses. And Alyssa will also show you how to join group classes. And then we'll come back to me and I'll teach you a little bit about how you can explore all the lessons on Engine. So for those of you that are going to be using your phone, you're going to need to download the Engine mobile app. So that's available on your iPhone from the App Store and on your Android phone from the Google Play Store. And it's pretty easy. You just got to click on that Engine icon and then click install. And then after the install is complete, just click open. I'm sure you've downloaded a lot of apps before. And then just follow the instructions. Now, today or tomorrow, you're going to get an activation email in your inbox from Alyssa. It's very exciting. You're going to be able to start your training very soon. And you'll just, the email will say that Jumpstart has partnered with Engine to bring you the opportunity to study English. Click the button to activate your account. You just click the button and follow the instructions.
Yeah, I would say tomorrow morning. Check your email tomorrow morning. You will be because it's pretty late here, so I will be enrolling all of you tomorrow in the morning, first thing.
Yes. So the proficiency assessment, don't get too scared by that word assessment. It's just something that you're going to take at the beginning so that the system can determine your level and recommend appropriate lessons and group classes for you. So don't be scared to be honest and say what you feel your actual level is. Do you know no English? Do you know some English? Or do you actually feel that your English is pretty good? Just be honest. I know probably none of you will say no English because you're at CLB 4, 5, 6, maybe above. So you're not going to say no English, but don't be afraid to say, I know some English and that you need improvement, because that's what this program is all about. So yeah, you're going to verify your English level. There's going to be on the proficiency assessment, if you see on the left, there's going to be grammar questions, listening questions, and reading questions. And you're just going to go test my level and okay. The proficiency assessment will take you, it's everybody is different, so they take a different amount of time to do it. Some people take only 30 minutes, but some people take more like an hour. We don't encourage you to do too much more than an hour or an hour and a half, because that can get really frustrating, and then it's maybe not going to tell you your actual level. So just go with it and try and do the questions, and don't be scared to say I don't know, and we'll come up to that in a minute. So you're just going to click go to my test, and then you're going to go to your test. That's going to be the first step. So these are some examples of questions that might be on the proficiency assessment. These are some grammar questions. So it says, that girl has longest hair I've ever seen. So would you say or no article or the or an or I don't know? So if you say the, my guess is you're correct. The girl has the longest hair I've ever seen. But as you'll see from the next question, maybe you'll know the answer, but maybe you don't. So don't be afraid to say, I don't know, if you really don't know, or if you've tried it or you thought about it and you don't know, don't be afraid to say, I don't know. You can click, I don't know, and then just drag and drop it into the blank. And the needs analysis is going to go over your age range, how many years you've studied English, and how much time do you actually have to spend working on English. So Alyssa is going to expect at least 4 hours from you a week. She's going to go over that in a few minutes. But just be honest about how much time you actually have to spend studying English, then click continue. You're going to tell the engine system, why do you want to study English? Do you want to get a job? Probably yes. Do you want to prepare for a new career? Maybe. Maybe you want a career that's similar to the one you have now or that you had in your country. Or maybe you want a brand new career. Maybe you want to continue your education. Or maybe you want to communicate better in your daily life. You could check all of these. Possibly. You want to be specific about your career and your goals. So yes, we know you want to get a job, but why do you how do you want to get a job and what do you want to improve on? So maybe some of you are pretty good at a lot of different things, like reading instructions and talking to your boss, but maybe you're not so great at talking to your coworkers or making phone calls, because that's really tricky because you can't see the person, you can only hear them. Yeah, so just be specific about what you need and be specific about your abilities. In English, what can you do exactly? And then just check the one that applies and click continue. And so I hope you're excited about getting started. Alyssa has recommended some great courses for you that you'll have 3 months to complete. You're going to have the flexibility to do them at any time of day or night. Same with the group classes, you can take them at 1 in the morning if you want to, and you can do it on any device. You can use your computer or you can use your cell phone. You can use both at different times. So we recommend for the group classes, maybe you'd want to do those classes on your computer in a quiet space. It's up to you. And then maybe you want to do some of your lessons on your phone. And then you're going to have the chance to do more proficiency assessments later on. This is the home page. So you will see that the teacher has shared some lessons with Greg. The student's name is Greg. And then the teacher has shared some lessons. So in your case, Alyssa will be sharing lessons with you from time to time. You can also share lessons with yourself and bookmark them. And this is a course, it's called Introduction to Warehouse Machinery. Probably that won't be on your homepage because I think you're in finance and banking, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
But you'll have 3 other courses. This is just one course that a student might see. And then on the left, you've got this week, how many minutes you've studied, how many lessons you've completed, and how many classes you've attended. I think Alyssa wants you to attend at least 1 group class per week. And then along the top, it's very easy. There's a navigation bar. This is the home page. You can go search the catalog, which Alyssa will show you more about. There's practice on your grammar and pronunciation and vocabulary. Live instruction, where you can go to your group classes. And then the performance. And on the far right, you will see your initials. I showed you this before. So you can go down here and you can actually change your native language. So if we look at the next page, Greg has changed his native language to Dari so that the instructions and the headings are in Dari. Maybe you're doing a really challenging lesson and you're feeling very tired, so you need to change it. I don't encourage you to change it because you're learning English, but it's up to you. So you have the option to do that. And then, yeah, so this is just another example of how to change it. This is my homepage. So my name is Roberta Power. My initials are RP. I would go down to my profile. And then if I wanted to change my native language to, let's say, Ukrainian, then I could go and do that. And you're going to find your language, whether it's Spanish or Turkish or Arabic or whatever it is. There's all the languages on there. The focus of the work is still all in English. It's just the headings will change for easier navigation. Then you just want to click save, and that will be saved on your profile. And then you can go back later on and change it back to English when you become more comfortable with the platform.
All right, thanks, Roberta. So
You're
now
very
we're
welcome.
gonna move on to your learning plan. So everyone who is here today, you guys belong to the finance and banking group, and that's the industry that you chose in Canada based on our interviews with you. Many of you have degrees from your home countries in, finance, banking, economics, and other related fields. So, and the hope is that you're going to land a similar job here in Canada. And of course, in order for you to get a good job, you need to improve your English language proficiency, right? So that's a no-brainer. And that's why we're here. And Jumpstart, a refugee is now partnering with Engine to help you with this. And so in order for us to use this 3 months time period as efficient as possible, I have created a learning plan for you. So what it means is that once you do your proficiency assessment and the needs analysis, you will see the 3 courses that you're going to be enrolled in. And I will show you these courses in a minute on my next slide. And so I just want to make sure you understand the expectations. So you are going to have 3 months to complete these courses. However, chances are that some of you will complete and finish these courses earlier than 3 months. Maybe you're going to finish everything in 1 month or maybe in 6 weeks. You will still have a chance to continue your training, and you will be able to choose from the course catalog any courses that you like, once you finish these industry-specific courses. In addition to the courses, there are also an Engine platform also have live instruction, so with a group of learners and with an actual teacher, right? So the courses are self-paced, so it means that you'll be working on your own, just by following the instructions, but there will be no teacher to guide you there. However, we also want to give you an option to attend a class with other learners and with an instructor. These classes are very short, so they're 30 minutes long, and there will be learners there from Canada, from US, from other parts of the world. It's very engaging. And so we ask that you book and attend one such session a week. So that will give you 4 sessions per month. And then during the 3 months period, we ask that you attend a minimum of 12 sessions. The topics for the sessions are not going to be necessarily related to finance and banking. We will later show you how to register for those sessions, and you can choose any topic, and also you can register at any time and on any day. So the platform has sessions available 24/7 in your time zone. And so on any day of the week, it could be Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, doesn't matter. All you need to do is to reserve them ahead of time, and you will receive a confirmation to your email with a reminder to attend, and we will show you how to do that. Okay, so based on this learning plan, we expect that you're going to study minimum 4 hours a week, but you don't have to study in one sitting, right? So you can split this 4 hours into 15-minute sessions, for example, on Monday you spend 15 minutes. On Tuesday maybe you have more time, you spend an hour. Then on Wednesday you spend 20 minutes. So as long as you stay engaged and do some work, attend your live sessions, take your industry classes, do the lessons, you should be able to very easily spend a minimum of 4 hours. On my end, I will have access to that data, so I will be able to monitor each student's performance and see how much time you spend on the platform. And that's not because I want to control you, but it's because I want to make sure we support you on your journey in case you might have any technical difficulties there for some reason. If you can't attend a session, or you can't register, or you can't find your class or your course or a specific material, there will be also an option for you to book a coaching session with me. I will show you and tell you how to do that. So I will be available 2 times a week for you for one-on-one appointments, and we could, troubleshoot. I in fact, just had my first appointment this morning with a participant from a different group. And so, I helped him how to navigate the platform. It's a Zoom session, so you'll be able to share your screen. I'll be able to see you, and you can talk to me one-on-one. Again, this is not going to be a language class, but it's going to be support, right? For you to help you with your engine program. So, but of course, as you all remember, I told you that I used to be a language teacher. I mean, I still teach English, so I can help you with that as well in case you have any specific questions. But again, most of your learning you'll be doing through the platform. So in addition to these courses that I selected for you and your live sessions that you'll be attending, Engine has tons of great self-study lessons that you could choose from the catalog. Let's say if you're interested in cooking or in traveling or in artificial intelligence or in climate change, like any topic that is interesting for you, you could search in Engine and actually sign up for additional lessons and add them to your to your catalog or enroll into them, and you will be able to actually study additionally, right? On top of the 4 hours, you could study 5 hours, 6 hours. It all depends on how much time you have, and the more you study right during this period, the faster you'll make progress. So again, this is not mandatory, right? The only requirement we ask is minimum 4 hours, and that you please attend the live sessions and complete the courses that I assigned for you. However, there is no limit of what you can do on top of that, right? And then Roberta will show you later how to search for those lessons. And again, I will be in constant communication with you in case you run into any issues. I will be also sending you some recommendations on, interesting lessons that I come across. So you're not going to be alone, right? So remember, you're not alone. I will be there for you, available. If you have questions, you can book an appointment, email me, right? Or even give me a call. But better email me, because if you call me, I might not be able to respond. Most likely I'll be in a different meeting or something, right? So better to email me. Okay, so then now let's take a look at the courses that are selected for you for your industry. So there will be 3 courses, like I said. Number 1 is preparing for job interviews. Number 2 is business English, and number 3 is English for financial services. So this is like the core, right? The bare minimum that you will have to complete. If you finish these courses earlier, like I said, you will be able to select other courses that are either related to this industry or something completely different. Maybe like you're interested in academic English. Engine also has courses on like preparation for IELTS course, for example. However, you first need to make sure you finish the courses that I selected for you. So you can also see here in front of each course that each course requires like a minimum level of proficiency. So for the first 2 courses, the minimum level is low intermediate. For English for financial services, this is more of an advanced course, and so the level required there is high intermediate. Most of you in this group have CLB level 5, 6. So I'm pretty sure you will be able to score at a high intermediate level based on your assessment. However, in case somebody only scores at low intermediate, and you still want to try the English for financial services, I will be able to override it for you. So it means I'll be able to still give you access to this course, or What if you, for example, are enrolled into these 3 courses and you find that, let's say, English for Financial Services is a bit too complicated for you? Like it's too hard for you to navigate the course. Maybe the language is too difficult. That might be the case. Then what you should do is you should book an appointment with me. We will select a different course from the catalog that would, be a better match for your interests, your abilities, and your level. Okay, so nothing is set in stone. It's not the end of the world if we need to change a course for you. But my hope is that you complete these 3 courses. So now let me show you how these courses would look like from the Engine platform. Okay. So I will just need to share a different screen. Just give me a second here. And I will demonstrate. Second, there you go. No, that's not the one. Sorry, I just have too many windows here open and I should have. Okay, there you go. All right. So once you are in your platform, it will show you something like this, right? So you will be on your home page. And on your home page, you will see your level, your initials, just like Roberta was showing you. And this is going to open up for you once you do your assessment, right? So the first thing that the system will prompt you once you log in after you receive your activation email, you will have to do the test, the needs analysis. Next step, you will see this screen. It will look something like this, and it will say My English Program. So then you will only see some of the courses that I signed, or maybe like 3 lessons from one of the courses. What you could do is you could even go to catalog, and this is something I found today during my appointment with one of the learners. He did complete the test, and then he didn't know where to go after. He saw some, this homepage, but he didn't know which course he's supposed to take. And like I said, remember, I already enrolled you into the courses. So let's say business English is going to be one of the courses you should be seeing when you go to your courses and units. See how it says for me, business English, and it says enrolled. And that's because I'm enrolled in the course. So for you, it's going to say assigned. You will see the course is assigned. So who assigned the course for you? Alyssa did, right? So you click on this course, and then you can just say enroll. There will be a button here, you say enroll. And then you can start the course, right? And so you will do the same with the other 2 courses that I assigned for you. And so each course will have several units and then multiple lessons. So for business English C, there are 19 units and 380 lessons. So now I want to clarify, the lessons are very short. So don't panic when you see the number 380. The courses are, the lessons are very short. They take maybe 10, 15 minutes, to complete. And so you will also receive, at the end of each unit, you will have to do like an achievement test just to check your knowledge and progress. And so, for example, this business English, let's just take a look at the units that the course covers, and you can see that it's all related to professional communication, super relevant to any office jobs, to emails, writing, interviews, networking, human resources, information technology. So the content is really great. And then let's see, for example, how it looks like on the inside, right? So for example, I am completing this lesson on emails. So I want to go continue, right? And it will bring me to where I left off. And this is how it looks like a typical lesson. So normally you would have a listening activity and then a reading activity and some vocabulary work and some grammar work. So it's all like you're going to practice all skills, listening, reading, writing, grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary through the lesson. Then for your speaking practice, right, to practice your speaking and interaction, you go to your live sessions, right? You book that group class. That's where you're going to practice your speaking. The rest of the time, you'll be working on your own, and you will be completing these lessons from your courses. So see how it's here, for example, the artificial intelligence helps you with vocabulary. So it highlights your, keywords that you need to know from this text, right? So you can click on it and then it gives you the definition. You can even listen to how to pronounce this word. You can go to your word bank. Here down below, the receive words. So all the words that you're checking will be stored in your word bank. Okay, so that's in terms of the lesson. Now, if you click on this practice button here you have grammar guide, and you click on grammar guide, and here you have a lot of like explanations on all major grammar topics. Like you can click on, for example, conditionals, and then you can read about it. You can, read some descriptions, some explanations. So that's just something as extra that you can do, right? If you go to your word bank, you will see that all those words that you were checking, right, are stored here, and you can go back to them at any time and review. Now, what I want to show next is live instruction, right? So you go to live instruction to book your group classes, right? That's where you go. And I'm just not sure what's happening with my account. For some reason, I can't see my group classes here, but normally you would see them here. What I'm going to do is I'll show you a video of how to book those live classes, okay? So let me just share my screen again with the video. Okay, so you remember that you need to reserve those classes ahead of time, and so this is what the video will explain. And the video will explain how to do this through your mobile phone, but you can also do it through your computer, okay? And it's pretty much the same. So let me share this now.
I want to take it from my Engine app. There's no need to download any specific plugins other than utilizing your Engine app, which could be downloaded from the App Store or from Google Play, either for your Android or Apple device, making sure that those are kept up to date and that there's no updates will guarantee a successful user experience when using the Engine app. To begin, I want to click my Engine app icon, and I notice I can access it in two ways. One, I can start from the bottom of the screen where it says take a class. I can click find a group class, which will take me to the group classes. Or if I go back to my home screen, I can also navigate it using, in the upper left-hand corner, the hamburger icon, clicking it, and selecting group classes. I find a class that I'd like to join at a time that is working for me. And remember that you want to make sure that your time zone is set correctly. All of the times here are reflected in my time here in Arizona, which is Mountain Standard Time. And I'd like to take the class on speeches and presentations from 3 to 3:30. I will hit reserve. And you'll notice that that class has now come up to the top of my screen. I will go back to my home screen and I will also see that that class is now at the bottom with a reminder. Additionally, on my email inbox, whether I access that from my cell phone or I access that directly from my desktop, an invite will have been sent to my email, and I can join a class directly from that email. I can save the class to my Google Calendar if that helps me remember things. And if for some reason I can't attend it, I can cancel it. We hope this helps you in accessing group classes from the Engine app.
All right. So Roberta, I was wondering if you could maybe share your screen and show them how it would look like when it actually works.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys want to book a class from your computer, right? So Roberta will show you how it looks like.
Okay. Can everybody see this?
Yes.
Okay. So if you go to live instruction, sorry, I don't have full screen here.
Yeah, we can see it.
You can see it. Okay. So if you go to live instruction, then you can see group classes. Okay. And let's say you want to take group classes on Saturday. That's your only available day. So you just you blank out the other ones, you click Saturday, and then you say you're available, and maybe you want to take, these are all the classes on Saturday. So let's say you want to take a course on, what do you think, Alyssa?
Pets and animals.
Pets and animals. Okay. All right. Here is a lesson you can do beforehand. And then, but we want to reserve that class. And then the class is reserved. It ends up going to the front of all the rest of your classes.
Yeah, we can
Right.
see if you scroll up. If you scroll
Okay.
up, it's all the way,
Yeah.
all the way at the top.
Going to be at there,
Yeah.
and your class is going to be reserved. Okay. And then about 10 minutes before the class, there's going to, it's going to come up with a green join now button. And then you can just join the class at that point. If for some reason you can't go, you can also hit cancel and then rebook at another time.
And the time that it, for example, this class, Pets and Animals, it meets on Saturday, January 13th between 4 and 4:30. So that is the time zone. That's Roberta's time zone, right? Roberta lives in Vancouver, so she is in Pacific time. When I enroll you into the platform, I will select your time zone. I know where you're from. I know where you live. So I will make sure your system is already set up in your time zone, but you can always like go to your profile and double check that and, update some information there. So you could even, under time, like at the top where you have filters there. So you could even select, for example, I want to start at, 5, between 5 and 6. That's the only hour I have. So for example, if I do that, like start time 5 and end time 6, that's going to be, I believe, 6, is it 6 a.m. or 6 p.m.? That's p.m. I think. Yeah,
that's p.m. Yeah.
Yeah. So see if Roberta now chooses just this time.
So then these are the new courses that are going to come up.
And she's only asking for Saturday, right? So do you see how many options you have just for one day during that hour? So
for an hour.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. The teachers work in different time zones, and so it's designed to be flexible to accommodate learners like you who are busy, who have children, who have jobs, right? And busy with settling in Canada, and you have a lot going on, right? So there's really lots of flexibility. I know a lot of you were concerned when we first spoke. You asked, when is the schedule? What time, what days do I have to attend? And I told you, it's up to you. You will have to choose, right? As long as you study, right, for minimum 4 hours a week, you spend time on this platform. And now maybe, Roberta, we could show them, those extra lessons that they can take. Do you want me to go back?
Oh, the NGen Resource Center?
Yeah, like those lessons, right? The Engine Resource Center.
Oh, okay. You want me to go to the NGen Resource Center then?
Or do you want me to go back to the PowerPoint?
Well, let's see. Let's see. I can go. NGen.
But then the lessons are available through their platform, right? Like through their, what I mean?
You're talking about the lessons, or you're talking about the live learning sessions?
No, the lessons. I'm talking about the lessons.
Oh, the lessons. Yes. Okay. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So also in the catalog, you can go to lessons. Okay. And you will see at the top, you're going to see a lot of lessons that are recommended specifically for you based on your goals when you do the needs analysis based on your level. But you can also go in and search for any kind of lesson that you like. So I'm just going to reset my filters here because level, let's make the level, let's go all the way. All right. And let's search for, let's say you wanted to search for lessons on, I don't know, marriage. Okay. Then a whole bunch of lessons are going to come up on marriage.
It's
okay,
almost like Google, right? Because Engine uses AI, right? So artificial intelligence is recommending the lessons for you. It's also generating content. So, but it's all educational, right? So all these lessons are not just like articles taken from Google. these are lessons with exercises, with vocabulary activities, grammar activities, right? So you could
Oh,
choose
yeah.
any topic, right? And this is in addition to those courses that I selected for you on finance and business English, right? So this is something
Yeah.
that you could do on top. But if you're interested in, if you want to continue learning about finance and banking, you could actually look for extra lessons on this topic, just like Roberta is showing you. She
Yeah.
just typed finance and banking, and this is what shows up.
Yeah. So you're going to get, Facebook takes on the world of cryptocurrency, why companies go public. Okay. So there's going to be a lot of lessons. Some of them are going to be recent, some of them are going to be older. Yeah. So you can search for literally any topic under the sun.
Could you
It's very flexible.
could you click on any of these lessons, Roberta?
Yeah,
I'm just curious,
sure.
what,
So this is ESL Plus. So maybe we could
yes,
go, maybe we could look at a level that's a little bit
lower. Mhm,
lower, like low intermediate ESL.
mhm.
Okay, so let's go.
Or we can say like upper intermediate. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a course syllabus for Business 101. So something that you might be taking in university.
Mhm.
Yeah, it just says, so you're just going to be reading and listening, and they're going to have the keywords that you're going to learn here. And then you're going to have, yeah, you can actually click. I think, did you show them, Alyssa, already that when they click on the word?
Exactly. They click on the word
Business
and
concepts.
They're going to come up with the definition, and then you can go in and, okay, I'm ready. And it's going to give you a whole bunch of different exercises that you can do on that lesson.
so once you're ready to start your lesson, you click, okay, I'm ready. And you start learning. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can listen to the whole thing by clicking
Course
here,
description.
or you can, if you want to just hear the individual words, then you can just click on the individual words, see the definition and listen to it. Is there anything else that you wanted me to show them?
Yeah, I guess now what we can do is we can show them those optional live learner sessions on Zoom.
Or on the Engine Resource Center?
On the Engine Resource Center. Yeah, this is
Okay.
something, guys, again, don't worry too much about it. This is not mandatory, but there is also an option to actually book extra classes with a teacher. Okay, and those classes will be specifically focused on those like workshops on pronunciation, grammar, or career readiness. And I will send you the link to this web page. See, it's a bit different from what you see inside your Engine platform. It's like a separate page. But see here, they have coaching hours with instructors. And if you speak Spanish, there are a lot of Spanish instructors who speak Spanish as well. In case you need that extra support. But those are more like one-on-one coaching. But then there are specific workshops. For example, if you look at January 16th, there is English grammar workshop between 5 and 5:50, or there is also another one in the afternoon. So usually they're like 45 to 50-minute workshops, beginner, advanced, so it depends on your level. So these are just some additional live sessions that you can have with the actual instructor and other learners. This is not mandatory for you to attend, but if you have time and if you're curious, I will definitely be sending you these, instructions how to register, like link to this calendar. And what happens once you register for one of these workshops is you're not going to go through Engine, like join, reserve, right? You just register here, and it will be on Zoom. So you will receive an email with a Zoom link to join. Okay, so these ones are on Zoom. The same with me. So I'll probably now, Roberta, I'll go back to sharing my screen so I can tell them how to book an appointment with me, right?
Okay.
So I will go back to the slides. Right. So like I said, I will also be available for support. I will be honestly the first person you would go to, right? I'm like the bridge between Jumpstart and Engine. So whenever you have any questions, accessing the platform, locating a resource, you have a challenge with your level, anything like that, you need to change your course. You need extra support. You go to me, and you can book an appointment with me. on Tuesday or Thursday. These are my office hours. Again, I'm in Calgary, so I work in Mountain Standard Time. I will send you an email with this information, with my link to my Calendly, and you can book an appointment with me. I speak Spanish, Ukrainian, and Russian fluently in addition to English. So in case you really want to speak in your first language, you can do it, but I encourage you to practice English, right? So just so you know. I know there are a lot of Ukrainians here. I know I spoke with you guys in Ukrainian on the phone when I spoke with you, but I encourage you to actually practice English with me. And so, yes, you will be able to click on this Calendly link and choose the time that you want to meet with me. Make sure you also check your time zone, right? So for example, if you're scheduling an appointment for me, like at 9 a.m. my time. So if you're in Toronto, it means it's 11 a.m. your time, but 9 a.m. my time, right? So there is a time zone, time difference. And you will receive an email with a Zoom link, again, to join the meeting on Zoom. These appointments are going to be on Zoom. And just finally, before we check if you have any questions, I wanted to remind everyone that, see, this is the performance overview. So on your Engine platform, you will be able to check your performance. So for example, you want to know how many hours you spent this week, right? Like, are you actually, spending enough time, right? Are you working on your activities? So you can actually go to performance tab on the homepage, and then it will open up for you, and you will see, all the, what do you call them? Measures or performance indicators, right? You will see all your performance, how much time you spend. Yeah, how much time you spend on each of the activities. On my end, I have the admin access. So I'm the admin on the portal. I will be able to see for each individual learner, for each student, how much time you spend on each activity. Once you do your assessment test, I will have access to your score and to your level, because we also want to monitor this, these data. And so in 3 months from now, so let's say tomorrow you receive your activation link, you go into Engine, you download the app, or you're on your computer, you log in, you do your proficiency assessment. So tomorrow is what, January 12th. In 3 months from January 12th, so that's going to be on April 12th, the system will prompt you and it will tell you, hey, it's time for you to do your final test, right? So now to compare your results before the training, at the beginning of the training, and at the end of the training. I will also remind you about this. We might even, maybe Roberta and I will organize like a check-in session, like, information sharing, feedback sharing, maybe at some point, I don't know, like in mid-March, to check in with you, right? To see how you're doing. So don't worry, I will remind you to do, what to do. But just so you know, you will have to do the final test again. And this is just to, we need to check that Jumpstart. We need to monitor this to actually see if you're making any progress, right? Because we want to make sure this program is successful. And yeah, so if you complete your courses earlier than 3 months, you will be able to continue and take other courses, additional courses, right? So we most likely will give you access until the end of May, to be honest, to be on the platform and to continue learning. Okay, so I know there's a lot of information. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. I will send you the slides. You will also receive the video recording of this presentation. Once it becomes available, we upload it on our YouTube channel. So we decided to upload it on our YouTube channel, and then I'll send you the link so you could watch it again. I will send you the information on how to book an appointment with me with that link, so you can bookmark it. And yeah, so next steps, tomorrow during the day, keep checking your email. You will be receiving that activation email from Engine and Jumpstart with the code. And yeah, you will be able to start to log in and do your assessment to check your proficiency level. Again, don't spend too much time on it. Don't panic. I already onboarded my first group on Tuesday. So clients who work in construction and building, and most of them have already taken the test, and everyone did fantastic. Nobody so far scored lower than I expected. So I'm sure, you guys are a very strong cohort. I know your language level is already pretty advanced. So, right. So you're already on your way to improve, to improving even further. So now Are there any questions or comments? Please feel free to type in the chat or in the Q&A, or even if you want to talk, just raise your hand and I will unmute you. Any questions? Don't be shy. Or was everything super clear and nobody has any questions?
We love questions.
Can anyone say anything in the chat? Maybe say, yes, it was clear. I have no questions, just so we know. Yes, hello. Yes, hello, Arija. I remember, Araj, sorry. I remember I spoke with you, so I see that you attended the session now. I'm very glad. All pretty
Yay.
clear. Thanks, no questions, very clear. All right. Sounds great. So we're going to stop the recording.